Okay, well this is my Hyperikon LED workshop light review. I'm going to show you exactly what you get for your money and more importantly how you install it and how easy it is to install. And it even comes with its own on-off switch, which was bonus to my mind. Anyway, if you do find this video useful as I'm going along, then please do consider subscribing for many more real life reviews to come. Anyway, let me see what we get for our money. This is my Hyperikon LED shop light review. Just picked this up from Amazon. There is a link to this below the video. So why have I bought the Hyperikon LED shop light? Well, this is the setup in the house that I currently rent in my garage. Looks really safe, doesn't it? Well, I don't think it particularly does. As much as that, the light coming out of there isn't that great. Anyway, straight down to how to install that. The fixings it comes with, you get two of the wire cables here. I've got one out here, which comes with a fairly good length on there. It's probably about 4 foot long on there. It is fully adjustable. Now I've taken this apart because, I'll just show you here, what you do is you screw this plug, drill a hole in the ceiling, put this plug in, put this screw through this fixing. Okay, now you'll notice this has got a little slot in the side of it, and that is so that the cable can come out of it when you've screwed the fix. When you fasten this bit to the ceiling, you're then going to poke the cable through there and screw this back together. Now you might be thinking, well, Richie, I don't really want a 4 foot light, a 4 foot of cable hanging down, because for me that's going to put the light somewhere down here, so I don't want that either. To adjust the length of it, you can simply pull the cable through this fixing like that. Okay. And so you can shorten the length of the cable to be whatever length that you need. In my case, it's probably only going to be about 18 inches. If, however, you think, oh, I've pulled too much cable through, I need to shorten it. However, to shorten it, relatively simple affair. If you push the bottom of this tip up at the same time as pulling the cable down, then you can get the cable back out of there. So it is a gripper, but that you can adjust. It doesn't mention what size drill you need to fit this. With a little trial and error, a 732 drill bit worked fine for installing both of the fixings on the ceiling. I'm just going to lightly tap the second one in using my rubber mallet. I've got my screw at the ready, so that the screw needs to go through this fixing before you screw it through into the fixing on the ceiling. Okay, I'm going to record this drill, just a quick squirt on it, and it should, alright, doing well. And that's my first fixing fixed to the ceiling. So just the same again, the second one. By the way, if you do find this review and installation video of the Hyperikon LED shop light useful, then please do consider subscribing. Anyway, on with the review. Well, the next step is to screw this fixing back through there. Now I need to thread it up and push the cable through their side. Now that's fairly straightforward to do, he says, but these things then typically never go wrong and never go well when I'm filming them. What you need to do is to ensure that is not cross-threaded at all when it is going in there, and that should then screw easily up by hand on there. And then you're going to be able to adjust the cable by simply the height of the cable, or the height the light's hanging down at rather, simply by pulling on the cable. Instead, if you need to adjust it to pull it down, you push that little tab up at the same time as pulling down on this cable to adjust the height. That's all it needs to do, finger tight on there, and that's my first one done. That's my fixings in there and my wires hanging down. As you see, I wouldn't want the wire hanging at that light because it's going to be right above where I want it working. So I do need to pull those to adjust the height of them. They're easily adjusted with two hands, pulling this bit up at the same time as pulling this, but you can do it with one hand at the same time. Pull it up to a more reasonable level. Okay, that's looking a bit more like it. Now, what I would suggest is you get a tape measure in order to measure the distance from the ceiling to the top of this fixing, in order that both of them are hanging at the same line, so your light is going to be level. Next bit, you're going to take one of these two fixings, which is then going to attach onto the hanging wire. So you're going to unscrew the end of this, push it through this hole. Okay, well that comes apart very, very easily. It pushes through the hole in the bracket into the fixing, and you need to screw that finger tight back in place. Very frustrating, as the little screw that goes through this metal plate is completely missing from this fixing. Not too impressed with that. Okay, well I've got both of my fixings on there. I've managed to find another screw to fit through there. Not too impressed there was one missing from the Hyperikon LED shop light though. Okay, now for a minute I thought I was going to have to slide the clips on from the end, but they do indeed just push over the top. So you want to locate one side and then push it push down heavily on the other side here. Pop on very easily indeed. And there is my light suspended. Now either the existing light is not level or my light is. Well, looking at that, I think my light's considerably more level than the light I'm about to remove. Plus my existing light removed, things are looking far better, far more professional anyway. One thing I would say is what I would not recommend doing is cutting this coil. What I'm going to do is tie it all up into a little coil at the top and then put a cable tie around it, locate it on the top out of the way, because if you ever need to move the light somewhere you do need it lower, you certainly don't want to cut this cable. Okay, well, I've tidied the cables up on either end. Doesn't need anything too fancy. This is only for my workshop. I've also tied the light up. Now, while I've put the switch sort of hanging down from here, because this is where my power comes from, you may be able to do something a bit neater. But the one thing I do like about it, which I didn't realise, is it comes with a separate on-off switch, because at the minute all my lights are controlled through here from the wall. So that would be great, the ability to turn it on or off. Okay, the moment of truth. That is one of my existing lights. This is my LED light. And there, it takes a second to come on. That is very much more like daylight under there. Very, very impressed with that. So, wow, that really has transformed what was quite a dark, pokey area. Even with this big light on there, I was finding it hard to work on my model car collection here. But very, very impressed with that. I don't dazzle you too much with it. Okay, you've got just the two LED tubes on there, thumping out light, but that's not absolutely blinding to look at, which is quite good. On there, certainly gives plenty of daylight on there. The Hyperikon LED shop light, I would say go for it, as that definitely is an improvement than my existing fluorescent tube was. Well, I hope that little video on how to put it up and install it helps you. It is pretty simple to install, but I thought it worth recording nonetheless. Anyway, if you like this video, then for more real life reviews, then please consider subscribing. Thanks for watching. We hope you liked this video. If you did, please click on the circle image to subscribe. And if you hit subscribe, then don't forget to hit that little notifications bell next to it.